All right, hello everybody. This is Gabe here with my brother Frank, Ultimate Black Man Radio. We in the building. I hope everyone is doing well. Um, Shout out to all our supporters. Shout out to all our subscribers. Of course, we're quickly closing in on the 1,000 subscriber mark. For
hmm
everyone that is in here listening to us right now, go ahead and share this on your Twitters, Facebook, Instagram, your YouTube page, wherever you can share this. Let them know we're live here on Ultimate Black Man Radio. Um, I got my co-host here, my brother man, Frank. How you doing today, Frank?
I'm good, bro. How's everything?
Man, everything's good, man.
hmm
This is an impromptu broadcast. I will be honest with everyone just starting out. I'm not gonna dwell on formalities too long today. I'm really not in a pleasant mood. Um, I'm seeing a lot of fuckery on social media. This, may go on Patreon. I don't know. I might leave this shit up. It just depends on how I feel. I'm just seeing, since the passing, of course, the murder rather of brother Gregory Floyd. I'm just seeing a lot of bullshit. So I'm just gonna hop right on into today's topic. I'm not gonna do too many formalities, but I do want to say shout out to the Feminine Elite Defense Team, Nicole Michelle. She's doing a show later today.
hmm
Can't wait for that. As many as you know, unless you've been hiding under a rock, or if you're like Meg the Stallion, you're putting twerking before your people. You know that was a state sanctioned murder in Minneapolis.
hmm
A brother by the name of Gregory Floyd, who was um, uh, supposedly it wrote a bad check, and the police were called on him. And when the police arrived, he was murdered. Um, the guy's name, what is the cop's name? Frank Kevin something, I think.
let
Um,
me
I
pull it
can't
up.
say his last name. Fuck him, whoever he is. Um, Give me a little this tea because I got some stuff to say. But none of the officers complicit in the murder of this man were they were fired. No one's been arrested. None of the cops involved have been arrested. So when I saw this, I was like, "Wow, this is sad." Just another case of being black at the wrong time. Of course, it could happen to any of us. It could happen to me, Frank, my brother, my mom, my dad, and anybody listening that is black. Of course, um, it could happen to anybody. Our day could come. Okay. I'm not gonna focus so much on the death. I am not going to play the video. It is too sensitive to show here. And I don't really like sharing the video because white supremacists get off on that. A black man on the ground begging for his life and crying for his mother. They get an erection off that pleases them, that satisfies them. Shout out to you, Nicole. How you doing, Nicole? How you doing? Yeah.
Nicole.
Derek Chauvin is his name. That's his name, Derek Chauvin.
hmm
Um, TD Burns, how you doing? TD Burns, yeah, I'm supposed to give you a wrench, brother. I ain't forgot. Um, Facebook. I don't know, Nicole. I can't see the comments from Facebook.
I couldn't see him either yesterday.
I don't know why it does that. It's always done me like that. I'm gonna have to hit up StreamYard, see what's going on, because I pay for this shit. Man, I pay for this. Um, Let me see. Let me see here, y'all. Give me a second. Shout out to everybody. I wanna know why it's doing that. That's that bullshit I be talking about. Anyway, hello Naima, how are you? You were for Nicole. I can't see the comments from Facebook. I never have been able to do it. Like when I see you, you're like, shout out to my Facebook fam. I'm like, how can she see Facebook comments and I can't? I've never been able to see him either. I don't know what it is.
Mhm.
But I don't want to focus on the death. I actually want to focus on the aftermath. And when I tell you I have seen nothing but fuckery on my timeline.
Mhm.
It all started when um the Denver Nuggets basketball player. I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
That's Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr. Thank you for him. I'm all over the place.
I got you.
Hey Friday, how you doing, dear? Um, on the and I paid the monthly plan too. I don't know. It may make a difference. Well, I'll see. I'll hit him up. But Michael Porter Jr., this half breed Sambo nigga, he said not only should we pray for Gregory Floyd,
Mhm.
he said that we should pray for the murderer too. Now, as many of you know that have been following me a really, really long time, I talked about two things in the past. I talked about single mothers. I would cook them all the time. And I flamed white supremacists. I've had posts go viral, and Nicole can tell you, I would have white supremacists come on my post trying to check me, and I'd have some of the most epic flameouts of these white supremacists. I'm talking epic. Um, I do not address a lot of social issues in regards to race anymore. For one, I feel like Jason Black and Tariq Nasheed do a hell of a lot better job than I do. And I feel like um, our forefathers, such as Dr. Claude Anderson, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, Elijah Muhammad,
Mhm.
Amos Wilson. I feel like those brothers, Fred Hampton, they have laid the foundation, Malcolm X, on what we need to do. And me knowing this, um, I would look at how black people would react. And niggas would do the same thing over and over again. And I said, wait a minute. If I know all this information from these intelligent brothers, and I know what we need to do, but when it comes time to do it, these niggas don't want to get on code and do it. Well, I'm just wasting my time. So I stopped. I
Mhm.
don't address that issue anymore. A lot of times, a lot of people still to this day will ask me my opinion on certain things. I get inboxes all the time asking me to address certain white supremacists and things. I don't do it anymore. Like and Nicole, like she said, it gets you blocked, it gets you shadow banned.
Mhm.
And you sacrifice too much for folks niggas that won't listen.
Right.
So I pulled back on it. And another reason being too is you have niggas like this basketball player talking about praying for the murderer. And not only did he say that, there were folks online co-signing this nigga.
Mhm.
And it wasn't just women, it wasn't just Christians. It was grown black men co-signing this. I don't really like to focus on celebrities when it comes to things like this because they live in a whole nother dimension than we do. They don't live a lot of them don't live the same reality that we live. So I don't focus on them niggas a lot. But when I saw common niggas co-sign what this half-breed said, this tragic mulatto, I had to address this bullshit today.
Mhm.
I could not let it go by without me addressing it today. Every time one of these state sanctioned murderers or lynchings happen, you niggas put on, instead of putting on your war boots and organizing. You niggas run around, you put your thong on, you put your high heels on and your makeup on, and you do shit to get attention. That's all this is. A lot of you niggas talking about praying for the murderer. You niggas just want attention.
Mm-hmm.
You moist ass niggas. Part of the reason I saw some of these preachers, some of these pastors saying the same sentiment. This is why I don't really fuck with the church like that no more. I
Facts.
just don't say it like I want to say it. It's part of the reason I don't fuck with the church no more, because the church, it's all it does. All the men in church, if they're not fucking each other in the ass, what they're doing is they little by little just take your manhood away, little by little, just pecking away. Sitting up watching a men's conference in the Church of God in Christ yesterday, and the women were leading out. What does this say about the leadership and the manhood of the church today?
It's non-existent.
These spineless, broken Negroes got these women up here. These and as a matter of fact, all the women too sitting up there obese. They're as big as I am, with all that hollering and heavy breathing, fucking leading out in a goddamn men's conference, and you wonder why the millennials aren't going anymore. I can't co-sign that bullshit. And then when all these things happen, has the Church of God in Christ put out a statement about Gregory Floyd?
No.
Has the Baptist Church put out a statement about Derek Floyd? The Southern Baptist Church, have they put out a statement?
Nope.
Have the Pentecostals put out a statement? What's that denomination to call the Full Gospel Baptist by Bishop Morton? Have they put out a statement? Has T.D. Jakes put out a statement?
No.
Creflo Dollar put out a statement? Have any of these niggas said any damn thing? Any of them? Who's that nigga out there in North Carolina that was around here fucking hoes? And then asking folks to forgive him? What's that nigga name? That fat ass nigga. I keep forgetting his name. Gray. Gray, yeah, John Gray.
Yeah.
That fat blubber body nigga put out a statement? Have any of these niggas put out a statement? Any of them? Jamal Bryan, has he put out a statement?
Nah. Nope.
They haven't said shit. But when they have a conference or something, they want you to come. They want you to come pay out this money to come see them preach about bullshit all day. This is why I don't co-sign the church no more. Grew up Church of God in Christ. I'm not. This is why I don't co-sign. Too many weak back niggas in the church nowadays. Letting the women peg them at night and letting them run service during the daytime. I ain't co-signing it no more. I'm saying it on record why I don't co-sign it no more. Too many weak ass niggas, bitch ass niggas running the church today. Too many. Ain't nobody said shit, but they'll want you to give you tithes and offering come Sunday. Fuck you.
Noel Jones.
I know Nicole hasn't said a damn thing. It makes no fucking sense. They want all these people to support them and not doing a damn thing, but running around begging for money. So you have all these niggas, all these preachers and stuff. They all online. Oh, pray for Derek. He needs prayer too. No, he doesn't need prayer. He needs justice. I don't understand how Nate Turner can read the same Bible these weak ass niggas are reading, and he can gather from the Bible that there needs to be justice. And these same niggas, they read the same Bible. They don't see that. All they see is turn the other cheek, and God gonna work it out.
Right.
Yeah, Bishop Tower was about the only one that actually said something. The rest of these niggas can go to hell. I'm saying it officially on record today. I am not supporting these niggas. Did they arrest? Did he just get arrested? Because from what I'm understanding, Kid Gravity, he hasn't been arrested. Is this like something new?
Right, that must be breaking.
That must be breaking news.
Right. Actually, yeah, I'm saying it now too. Wall Street Journal said he was, and the Washington Post said he was just arrested.
Okay, so he was just arrested. Okay, good. I don't think they too much had much of a choice. Thank you
Hmm.
for that, Kid Gravity. That was breaking news. All right. Let me pull it up. I'll read the article. Let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna read Washington Post. Yep, here it is right now. Yeah, this just broke. Is taken into custody. Okay, Derek Chauvin has been taken into custody by investigators. Minnesota Public Safety Commissioner John Harrington said. Chauvin is the former police officer who was captured on video pressing his knee into George Floyd's neck on Monday as Floyd repeatedly said, "I can't breathe." Floyd later died. Okay. Early on Friday, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz with his bitch ass, and this goes to show you too, you Democratic ass niggas talking about some, oh, we need to get a Democrat in the office because we can't have another Republican in the office because you know the racism. This just goes to show you the Democrats don't give a damn about your black ass either.
Hmm.
Tim Walz said in an emotional news conference, his bitch ass, that the unrest that has destabilized Minneapolis and St. Paul this week is a result of generations of pain, of anguish over racism in policing. No shit, dumbass. Their voices went unheard, and now generations of pain is manifesting itself in the front of the world, Walt said, and the world is watching. Go, no shit, dumbass. Why did it take, how long ago was this that this man died? Has it been a week? Few days? It doesn't even matter. He should have been taken into custody immediately. And all the officers that were complicit in the murder. Now, I'm gonna tell you who pissed me off the most when I was sitting there watching that was that Asian cop and
Hmm.
all you Asian, black, Hispanic coalition ass niggas.
Hmm.
I hope you got a wake up call because, from my understanding, the people that called the cops on Gregory Floyd were Arab gas station owners, and you had that Asian cop sitting there looking like a fucking not on the law. That pissed me off seeing his ass right there. Just I don't know what to do. Hey, could you back up, please? He's sitting there watching this man kill this man. He's not doing a goddamn thing. That pissed me off. I wanted to knock fire from his ass. This is why I don't support no kind of coalition with no other minority because these
Hmm.
minorities don't see you as equal. They relate to white supremacy more than they relate to the struggle of black folks.
Hmm.
So all you dumbass, ignorant ass niggas, you coalition ass niggas, hold this L. The governor vowed swift justice for the officers involved in Floyd's killing. He also pleaded for an end to the violence and noted the difficulty in requiring the same institution that sparked the unrest to restore order. But he said the underlying issues involved in George Floyd's death could not be addressed until the literal fires are extinguished. What do you mean it couldn't be addressed? He was killed in broad daylight for no reason, by the way. He was already detained. I'm not going to read the rest of that. But breaking news, he's arrested. Wow, great. Congratulations. He'll probably walk anyway.
Facts.
But I want to address you men. Because, see, listen, I expect the women to react in an emotional way. Now, I've seen some women do some fucked up ass shit, too. There was a girl I dated, and I'm not going to say her name. A lot of these women are doing shit for clout. You niggas are doing it too. But
Hmm.
I've noticed in particular with the sisters, they're doing a lot of attention whoring for clout, talking about how they've been on the front lines protesting and they've been shot with rubber bullets, ain't been on a protest front line a day in their life. And you out here on social media capping. Or see, a lot of you, this is what I tell you, brothers, when it comes to women, currency to women is attention.
Mm-hmm.
To hell with money, they just want attention and clout. That's what's important to them. Sitting up lying. We all everybody sitting over here grieving, and you're using this grieving process to garner attention on your ugly ass. I've seen quite a few women do that, piss me off too. But I expect the women to react in an emotional, illogical way. They're women. But you men, there are dudes out here dancing in the streets. Whole riot and war going on, and it's niggas out here dancing. Now, folks were really putting in work out there. Shout out to Minneapolis. I will give them credit where credit is due. But I did
Mm-hmm.
see dancing, and really on social media. Hello, Maris. Like, how are you? I saw a whole bunch of dudes kissing Donald Trump's ass. I saw a whole lot of dudes, with the prayer praying for the murderer. I saw a whole bunch of dudes crying about black women not being there for them. Oh, where's the black women? Oh, they're not here for us. You bitch ass niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Stop worrying about if the women are gonna be there for you. You the ones gotta take the lead. Let me tell you something. A lot of times, and I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. A lot of black women don't like to follow the lead of black men because of what they're seeing the black men do today. It doesn't matter what the women are doing, Kuroto. It does not matter. I get tired of you niggas. Every time something happens, you wanna sit up and look at the black women and wonder what they're doing. What are you doing, nigga?
Facts.
Every time something happens, oh, the black women. Fuck that. To be honest, the women lately have been putting in more work than you niggas. Tariq had a post up there in New York where the police were arresting folks for no reason due to this COVID bullshit. It was women out there throwing hands. The niggas running around there like hoes with cameras. World star.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna be honest, you dumbass niggas. The women the ones putting in the work, not you niggas. Every time something happens, oh, man, it's good shit. Every time something happens, you niggas want to sit up and turn to the. It never fails. Every time one of these lynchings happen, you niggas get online. What about the women? What about them? This is why they don't cooperate. Because every time something tragic happens, you look at them.
Facts.
Now, Sony just announced their big PS5 event. I'm gonna give you a preview. It's next Thursday, okay? Now, I am a gamer, so I'm excited, right? But it doesn't take precedent over what we're dealing with right now. By Tuesday, a lot of these social justice warriors, all this shit is going to go out of the window. Because they'll be gearing up to drop $700 on this new system. It's rumored to be around $650. So all this is going to end up going away. For you niggas anyway. I want to address you dudes. I don't understand why every time something tragic happens, your response has to be so weak. What do you think white men would do if cops were killing them in the streets? They
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be running around here with cameras. They would have AR-16s in their hands,
Mm-hmm.
AK-47s. It would be hell in these streets. You niggas pick up your camera phones. They pick up their damn guns. You niggas ain't the same. And you wonder why these women don't want to fuck you niggas. She can't even get wet thinking about how weak you are, nigga. Because these same dudes that are sitting up here complaining are the same dudes that complain about not getting no ass in these groups. The same dudes talking about some let's pray for the murderer are the same dudes that complain about women not cooperating with them. Same niggas. Two peas in a fucking job. So I don't really understand why. No, I take it back. I do understand why your response is so weak. Because truth be told, you niggas is just scared.
Mm-hmm.
You pussy ass niggas are just scared. The reason a lot of you niggas want Joe Biden to win the election is because you want to be able to go back to sleep. See, Trump being in office, like we called it 4 years ago, him being in office, you can't really sleep when he's in office. Because he's a blatant racist. He's in your face. Y'all like the racists that invite you over for tea and cookies. It kills you slowly. The one that'll smile in your face, brings hot sauce to the cookout. You just want to, a lot of you niggas like Tariq says, y'all just want to go back to the plantation. You want to be able to go back to buying your rims, your video game systems, and your TVs. See, with Trump's in office, you can't do all that bullshit. You got to face reality. So why do you niggas, y'all just pussy, y'all just scared as hell? Because you feel like if you die, you dying for no reason. White men understand the cost of freedom is death. You niggas don't get that. You're comfortable with the women out there putting in the work and risking their lives. Long as it's not you, long as you can go back, brother. Hey, Kuto, listen, man, I'm not in the mood today. If you don't like what I'm saying, leave. I'm not, you can say I'm bashing brothers. The response of black men has been pathetic during this incident. Unsubscribe, go away. I don't give a fuck.
Right. It's not the spot for you, bro.
This ain't the channel for you.
This ain't it.
Dusty ass nigga. I'm not gonna sit up here and talk about black women all the goddamn time. I know that's what you niggas are used to. Content creators bashing single moms and black women all day. It ain't me.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what some of these sisters are going through. Cause you niggas weak as fuck. So if you don't like what I'm saying, bye. Go away. Unsubscribe. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm tired of seeing weak ass niggas online crying and complaining about bullshit. These cops keep killing us because they know they can get away with it. They know you niggas ain't gonna do shit. All you gonna do is get back online complaining about black women. You got these white men out here killing you and getting out scot fucking free, and you want to sit up and talk about the black women. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't like what I'm saying, Ultimate Black Man Radio, that just ain't the channel for you. I don't sit up and talk about hoes all damn day. I don't sit up and talk about single moms every fucking time I come to the mic. You got tons of content creators out here that do that. Go listen to them. We got a fucking pandemic going on right now. We in a fucking, black folks are in a fucking crisis, and niggas are talking about, you black, you bashing the men? Yeah, I'm bashing the men because the niggas ain't doing shit. Weak ass nigga. So I'm not really feeling this This whole thing, you dudes want to get on these damn women. I don't. Listen, listen to me, man. Listen, the women will fall in line, okay, when they see you get off your ass and put in some work. See, the women are watching how the men are reacting in this crisis right now. They're watching the men. They're looking at the men and how they're responding. And black men are responding by saying, pray and forgive. And black women ain't shit. That's how you're responding. So you're responding like that. How are these women supposed to cooperate and get in line? Nigga, cooperation cost. I am an equal opportunity hater on this damn channel. I cook black men, black women, single moms, single dads. Everybody gets this work here. Everybody. And today, it's the niggas' turn. And it's going to be that way. If you dudes that are listening, if you think this is the beat up the black women channel, you're in the wrong space. Yeah, we talked about it this Monday, Kid Gravity. Too much moisture in the damn community. Picking up damn cell phones and recording. Cops out here got you in chokeholds, leg submission holes, got their knee on your back and on your neck, can't breathe, they choking you to death. And you responding by picking up your cameras, running into Target, stealing TVs, and then going on Facebook and YouTube complaining about black women. That's how you're responding. Prayer, forgiveness, and weakness is not going to stop white supremacists from killing you. It's just not. Bro, Frank, man, what do you have to say to a lot of the bullshit we've been seeing on social media? What have you been noticing?
Man, I don't really know where to start. Um, Shout out to my brother Gabe, man, for letting me come on with him and everybody in the chat listening. Um, I'm gonna try to hit the points. I'm gonna try to go in the same format Gabe went in, but um, I don't really like anything that I'm seeing. I don't. When you look at, um, we at this point in time, and with Black people, we really have to we really have to start assessing everything that we align ourselves with, everything, where we spend our money, where we worship, what we worship, how we worship. All of these things have to come into question now because, and you have to ask yourself, is all of these things that I'm doing, all of these things that I'm a part of, that I represent, that I put time, energy, and money into, are they beneficial to me and are they beneficial to Black people? And if they are not, you need to leave that shit behind. That's where we are right now in America. If it's not Black first, if it's not Black minded, if it's not centered and focused on the elevation of you and your people, you need to leave it alone. And a lot of these churches, man, look, I've asked myself so many times, when things like this happen, where's the church? I have friends that are preachers. I grew up in the church most of my life. I grew up in the Church of God in Christ in North Carolina. I'm AME tied now. I'm AME related now. Um, and I ask myself all the time, like, where's the church? You know, why is it that every time these things happen, we take a laid back, soft, mushy, moist approach to dealing with things that happen to our people? You know what I mean? And because it's not right. And on top of it not being right, it's not even biblical. I just posted about it the other day. When you go through the Bible, you see countless stories of people who fought back, man. You see countless stories of people who said, I'm not taking this bullshit no more. You know what I mean? Some of them said, look, we just gonna get up and leave. You know what I mean? If you know, that's what Moses did. He said, "Look, I'm tired of it. We're not dealing with it no more." You know what I mean? The God I serve said it's time to go. We're packing up. We're leaving. We're not staying here no more. We're gonna go somewhere else. I don't care where the land is at. I don't care if we don't have food over there yet. I don't care how how we're going to survive over there. But we're not staying here. You know what I mean? Obviously, in this day and time in America, there's really no place we can run. There's really no place we can escape to. You know what I mean? As far as a physical place, a piece of land or something like that. But you can escape mentally. You can escape emotionally, and you damn sure can escape financially. You know what I'm saying? Get up off that, man. Get up out of there. You know what I mean? Emotionally, man. Stop aligning yourself and stop trying to do everything possible to have yourself included into a culture that don't give a fuck about you. They don't. They never have. They never will, man. We have to, as black people, we have to stop trying to appeal to the moral compass of people because there's no fucking morals here, man. There's no morals at all. What exists here is power, power and influence. Those are the only things that matter in America. Those are the only things that matter in this world. You either have it or you don't. The people who have it dictate to everybody else who doesn't. And you get it by fighting. You get it by warring. You get it by having a code of conduct amongst yourselves. You get it by practicing group economics. You can't appeal to people morally who have no morals. They know they're wrong. Like I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm sick and tired of people running around trying to get sympathy from white folks. It's not coming. If it was coming, it would have came already. They know it's fucked up. You don't think they know slavery was bad? You don't think they know that Jim Crow and black codes and separate but equal wasn't bad? You don't think they knew that the crack era was bad and police brutality? They know. They don't give a shit. And they don't give a shit because they don't have to. It don't affect them. They can escape it. They can get away from it and they damn sure benefit from it. Why would you expect somebody to to give up power because it's right? Who does that? If I go interview for a job and I get it because the girl who interviewed me thought I was cute and I find that out, you think I'm gonna get a job to the person who's actually more deserving than me? Fuck no. Fuck out of my face. I'm not doing that. It's my job.
What you said.
That's my job, man. You know what I'm saying? I got it. I signed the paperwork. I have the desk has my name on it. The office has my name on the front door. That's mine. I'm
All
not
is
giving
fair.
that up.
Okay?
All is
All is
fair.
fair,
All is
man.
fair. I'm not giving that up, and you wouldn't either. So why would you expect these people to give up power and influence just so you can be happy? They're not doing that. That's not how they got it, and that's not how they're going to keep it. They took it. This country was founded on protest. All these niggas out here, well, while we loot and while we protest, this country was founded off protest. This country was founded off of looting and people saying, "Look, I'm tired of the way things are going. Go pick up a book, read a book somewhere, and find out what the Revolutionary War was about and how it started." Europe, England financed these people to come over here and enslave you, to kidnap you and bring you here. They financed it. They put the money up. They put the boats up. They put the guns and ammunition up. They put everything up for a few white people to come to Africa, kidnap you, and bring you here and get money. And it got to a certain point where those people who were here were having to give their fair share of money back to England because England financed them. They put the money up. So they said, look, this is us. Y'all over here, running it, whipping slaves and making sure they're picking the cotton and getting everything popping. And then you slide us our cut, which is a big cut because we financed all this. We put all this stuff together. So you're going to pay us what you owe. And after a while, the people here said, we ain't doing that. We tired of giving y'all money and we don't have any type of representation on the political side of the game in Europe and in England. So fuck y'all. We're going to keep this money. What you going to do about it? And if you got a problem with it, we're going to tear stuff up. We're going to dump all this tea out and we're going to start a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not taking it no more. That's how this country was founded, by protest, by people who say, look, I'm going to live on my terms. And if that means I got to live or die, so be it. But I'm going to live the way I want to live. And the women in my house going to look at me and say, look, this dude is willing to die for something. He might not get it. He might fall down on that battlefield. He might take a few bullets, but you know what? He stood for something. He wanted something. He wanted ownership. He wanted something that belonged to him. He was willing to do anything to get it. That's how this country was founded. That's how it's maintained. It's not going nowhere, man. You can't do that. And all these churches out here running around wanting to pray and hold hands. Ask yourself, where has that gotten us, man? We prayed enough. We've been praying. We've been hoping. Hope, man. Hope. Go back and watch the movie Shawshank Redemption, man. Hope is a dangerous thing because we keep taking all these ass whoopers and putting ourselves in positions to be exploited off of hope because we hope that if we can take enough ass whoopings, they'll leave us alone. We hope that if we take enough disrespect, if we let them spit on our face enough times, if we let them smack our women around and sell our children and lock our children up enough, they'll leave us alone. They'll be nice. They'll let us assimilate into their culture and we'll be fine. And that's not true. It's never happened and it never will, man. Everything you have right now, every so-called right that we have in this country as black people, we got it because somebody fought for it. Because Nat Turner killed for it. Because Malcolm spoke up for it. All these people, everything you have right now is because somebody was willing to fight and die. Of course, they didn't want to, but that's the cost of freedom. The cost of freedom is death. Freedom has an enormous price to pay. And if you want it, you have to pay that cost. And so for us to not pay that cost, for us to sit here and shake hands with these niggas and hope that they treat us better, we're being selfish. You know what I'm saying? Because we're setting our children up. We're setting generations up that haven't even been born yet. We're setting them up to fail because we're selfish, because we don't want to pay a price. You have to pay a price. You're not the every group of people on this planet had to fight to get everything that they have. All of them. All of them. Yes, there were wars in Europe. There were wars in Asia. There were wars in South America. There were wars everywhere. Everybody who has something worth having had to fight to get it. And black men and black women, you know, you're not exempt from that. I'm particularly talking to black men right now. We're not exempt from that. Everybody else doesn't have to pay a cost but us. Being the original man is not enough. Being able to genetically, change the look of this world because our genes are dominant and everyone else is recessive to ours. That's not enough. You can't sex your way to freedom. You can't smash Puerto Ricans enough and get to freedom. You can't do that. What you think those women think when you travel to Europe and South America? What you think those women think about you? Why couldn't he do what he's doing over here, there, at home? Why you gotta run out here? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the nigga money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna finesse him. I'm gonna be cute and make my cheeks clap for him. You understand what I'm saying? But that's what she's thinking. How come he couldn't do this here? How come he couldn't do it in America where he's from? Where he started his business at, where he got his degrees from. How come he's not doing it there? Why he gotta run over here and do it? You know what I'm saying? There's no way to run. And even if you run, you're only by yourself. Like we have to have a collective mindset, man, as people. We gotta leave. We have to do whatever. Getting back to the church aspect of it, everything in that book screams protest. Everything in that book screams rebel. Speak up, say something, do something. David killed Goliath. When the Philistines came, pastors and preachers and church folk listening, when the Philistines came, David didn't say, "Well, Lord, let me pray for Goliath." Let me pray, let me pray for the Philistines and hope that they don't
Let me
slaughter.
give him a hug.
Let me hug them. Let me sing Amazing Grace for them. You know what I mean? Let me do all these. No, he said, "Look, man, these guys are formidable. They're not playing. They want what we have, and they only respect one thing, and that's bloodshed. So we got to slay. So we got to spray some blood around here. And if you in that, if you live that life, you know what that book says. That book says he killed that man and cut his head off. You know what I mean? All over the Bible, Jesus, all Paul, all of them, they 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 were hated by the establishment. They spoke out against the establishment nonstop. They got the hustlers up out of the community, up out of the church. They 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 were rebels. So you can't. So even the Christian folk, you can't run. Your your faith is not faith. Your faith is fear. You're afraid, and you hide behind that Bible. You hide behind those one or two scriptures that say, pray for those who hate you and spite you and all of that. Turn the other cheek. You hide behind those one or two scriptures because you're scared, not because you believe it. You're afraid. And even the rebels, even the people that actually stood up and did something about it, they were afraid too. But they understood that that's the price to pay, so that our women and our children could live in a better world, that they could have a better life. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do for freedom? And I'm not saying, look, everybody needs to go get a gun and start spraying. I'm not saying all that either. What I am saying is this: the great legend Paul Robeson said that the war is everywhere. The battlefield is everywhere. So yeah, there are some brothers out here who are more suited to pick up a gun and fight. They are. We need warriors. We need scholars. We need everybody. You know what I mean? Whoever you are within the confines of your own mind and your own heart, you could do something. You could fight this war. You have to. Everybody else is doing it. White people do it. Every white person isn't killing black people in the street.
Absolutely not.
But you know what they are doing? They are not speaking up against these cops for the most part.
And
They're
donating to their GoFundMe's.
they're giving them money. They're um, they're putting some of these people in power. They're getting on juries and finding them not guilty. They're fighting a war everywhere. Everywhere every place you can think of is a battlefield. You have to fight it, man. And all this stuff that we're doing, you know what I mean? It's irrelevant, man. We're fighting each other because we're scared to fight our real enemy. That's what this gender war shit is about.
Facts.
We most cats would rather talk shit about black women all day than actually go at their real enemy. The black woman is not your enemy. Even the ratchet ones. I mean, we gotta check them, and we're gonna do that from time to time at Ultimate Black Man Radio and View from the Man Cave. We're gonna speak truth to power. We're gonna speak facts. But as far as the black man, the black woman ain't your enemy. She's not. She's not your main enemy. You know what I mean? People in this world respect power, and we don't have any. We don't have a lot. So it's hard for anybody to look at you and respect you and want to treat you a certain way. They do that because of power. There's no morals in this world. They're not. People respect power. People don't respect um, people because it's a nice thing to do. You respect police officers because you have to, because they have a gun. You know what I'm saying? Because they have um, a baton. Because they have a legion of other officers that are going to come to their rescue if you step to them. There's a certain level of power with that. You know what I mean? And we have to focus on getting power. We have to focus on that. We can do it. We can do it if we focus on ourselves. This brother died. He lost his life. He was murdered. And a lot of you niggas out here are happy about it low key because it gives you an opportunity to go out here and flex and put dog whistles out to white supremacists that you down to be used. You low key happy right now. This thing gave you content for days about how you can spin it and talk about it, whatever. You're happy. So many people are coming out, you know, throwing dirt on this man's life. You know what I mean? Throwing dirt, supporting like Gabe talked about Michael Porter Jr. Man, this ain't the time for that. Let me tell y'all something too. If you don't understand anything, look, you don't have to agree with that, brother. There's a certain thing called a code of conduct. And the code of conduct says, look, If Gabe is if me if I can't stand Gabe, right? If I don't like Gabe at all, and something happened to him, okay, I'm not going to use that as an opportunity to throw dirt on him. If you don't have, if a code of conduct says if you're not going to be down for the code, shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. Don't do nothing. Don't get on the cameras and say nothing. Well, all white people ain't bad, or we need to shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. Saying nothing is better than getting up here and flexing and putting yourself in a position to be exploited for a check. Just don't say nothing. If you don't have anything to say to support that brother or to support our cause collectively as black people, shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. That's better than running your mouth. You know what I mean? We are afraid. We are afraid to do anything. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with those brothers looting. Tear that shit up. Listen, sometimes, like I said before, this country was founded on protest. It was founded on looting and protest. Okay? My only issue is that protesting is an emotional response at its core. It's all emotion. I'm tired, I'm frustrated, I'm mad. Let me go tear something up. Okay. If that's what you feel, you do that at will. I don't care. I mean, it calls for that right now. But at the same time, follow that up with something strategic. Follow that up with something logical. There's no need to tear down the Walmart and then when they build it back up in 2 months, you go back in there and shop again. It don't make sense. Burn it down, and when they tear it and when they build it back up, don't go shopping in there no more. Go shop somewhere black. Go support a black online business. There's no point in looting if you're gonna go back to the store and and buy stuff out of there when this goes out. I mean, when it blows over.
Real good point.
You know what I
That's a
mean?
good
Look,
point.
look, man. I'm all for it, man. You fight this battle. You fight this battle everywhere. You fight it by looting. You fight it, and you fight it on the political side of the game. You fight it on the financial side of the game. You fight it in the family structure. You fight it. You fight it on every single front. But you do it strategically and logically. You go back in history, you see it in Montgomery, Alabama, with the bus boycott. They didn't just burn those buses down. They said, no, you know what? We'll leave the buses alone. We just ain't gonna get on them. We didn't give you our money, and they shut them down. They had to say, look, we got to integrate. You know what I'm saying? But you we freedom requires a price that we don't want to pay, and you have to pay it. There's no way around it. We want, to my man Gabe's sentiment. Most black people don't want to get off the plantation. Most black people just want a better position on the plantation. The average black person, if they could go from the field to the house, they wouldn't even leave the plantation. That's where the majority of us are in this country. We look at, I'm, you know, we look at other brothers that don't have what we have, and we think we're different. That brother is a representation of every last one of us. There's not a black man alive that could not be up under that police officer's knee. Every last one of us could have been under that man's knee, dying, choking. You know what I mean? Every last one of us could be there. That's how you have to look at it. All these little internal issues we have, the gender war and Pookie and Walmart tables and all of that. We handle that on our own. We handle that amongst ourselves. But in times like this, that front has to be united. That's power. That's posture. Like I talked about a couple weeks ago. That's posture. We handle all our little internal shit on our own. We do that behind closed doors. Everybody else, that's what everybody else does. Asian people, they beef all the time. You call a Chinese person Korean and see what happens to you. You know what I mean? You call a Japanese person Thai and see how they look at you. They beef all the time. They can't stand each other half the time. But you know what? But
He's
when
Chinese.
but you know what? Facts. But you know what? When somebody outside of the Asian community causes a problem for one of them, they all come together.
Sir, that's
They
it,
all
Frank.
come together. We will handle Ling Ling on our own. if she out of pocket, we'll handle her. She'll get some Asian justice by us on our own terms. But everybody else messing with her that's not Asian, we got a problem with them. We're gonna check them collectively. That's how we have to move. When we gonna graduate, man? All this shit we've been doing, it hasn't worked. All this praying and holding hands and hugging everybody and wanting to sit down and talk about it. I saw a nigga today on CNN crying about, he was low key crying, he tears all, he was crying talking about how, he's dealt with racism and how, and he don't understand it because
That
he,
was
you know,
so
he's, he's so accomplished and he's college educated and he has a great job and he's a journalist and he's on CNN all the time or whatever. And these people are looking at him with the sad face, but they don't give a fuck. They don't care nothing. They're not going to care. Caring about you is taking food out of their pocket. Caring about you is taking their power and authority away. They're not going to care. They're going to look sad. They're going to nod their head. They're going to say, they're going to say whatever they need to say for those few minutes to appease you, to make you feel like they care, but they don't. And I want black people all over this country to look at the people who are actually doing and saying something. Like Gabe talked about, all these preachers and all these pastors out here. You look at how they're moving right now. You look at how they're moving during this COVID-19 when you don't have a damn job and you've been paying tithes every freaking week, every freaking month. And when COVID happened, you can't go to them and get no money. They're not paying your rent. At best, they're gonna give you a bag of food. At
a
best,
lot of them aren't even doing that,
and a
frankly.
lot of them aren't even doing that.
That's the sad part.
You have to reassess everything. If it's not benefiting you, if it's not benefiting your people, you have to assess your relationship with it. You have to do that. You have to do that often. What are you getting out? What are you getting out of it tangible? Black people, what have we gotten tangibly from Democrats that we can touch, that we can point to, that we can show our kids and say, look, you we have this because of a Democrat, because we voted Democrat 90, 85% of the time at the worst. No other group of people votes for any political party more than we vote for Democrats, and we have nothing to show for it. And then when you actually question them and say, you know what, we want some tangibles put on the table. Them niggas got the nerve to come to you and say, well, if you don't vote for us for nothing, you ain't black. And we still gonna vote for them at like 85% clip at best. I mean, at the worst, we're gonna do that. You have to reassess. Look, if it's not benefiting you, you need to assess it and cut it loose. You need to leave it alone because it's not helping. You have to start asking yourself, what is going to the mosque doing for me tangibly? What is going to church doing for me tangibly? When things happen to people who look like me, what stance are they taking? Are they raising an offering to give to that brother's family in Minnesota? Are they raising an offering to give to that brother's his legal team? Are they doing that? What are they doing? What are they doing when COVID happen, when COVID is happening? Are they getting resources and money and food together and going to the hood and dropping it off and helping people? Or are they keeping you in a perpetual state of sleep? Only one who can answer that for you is you. But we all kind of have an idea what the answer is, but you're the only one who can answer it. You have to do that for yourself. And if you come to a certain answer, you got to move on. You got to focus on you. Everybody else has an agenda. What's your agenda? What's our agenda as black people? Everybody else has an agenda. They're getting money, they're getting power, they're getting influence to build and to be able to pass down to their children. What is our agenda? And how do we manifest that? What type of infrastructure are we creating so that some of this shit stop happening to us, man? Because they're not gonna stop. These police are not gonna stop. These teachers and some of these people who, these some of these racist people in the dominant society, they're not going to stop. Even with legislation, even with rules, you cannot legislate the way somebody thinks about you. I can't do it. Like Legally, I can't. If me and Gabe beefing it and I want him dead, legally, I can't do that. But there's no law that can stop me from hating him and wanting him dead and doing whatever I can within the law to make sure it happens. There's nothing to stop that. You can't stop how people think. So you have to do this stuff for yourself, and we gotta stop. We have to stop bending over, man, taking this shit, man. Everybody's watching. The world is watching. Our women are watching. I can't. I can't stand a bed witch. I cannot. I can't do it. But certain people do things in their mind because they're trying to survive. Even though I don't agree with, even though I don't like it, and in the bedwincher's mind, for the most part, they're trying to survive. A lot of these cool niggas, they're trying to survive. So they feel like I gotta give up on my own. I have to give up on myself and line up with them and take their treatment and go against my own interests just to survive. And that's a fucked up life to live because you there's no honor in that. There's no respect in that. The person who snitched on Nat Turner, nobody knows who he is. He's not remembered. You know what I'm saying? He's not remembered. Nat gonna live on for a billion years. We're gonna know about Nat Turner. He's gonna be the inspiration for every uh, black generation to to stand up and pay the ultimate price if it comes to that. But the people who snitched on him and cooned out on his behalf, to his detriment, they're not going to be remembered. It's sad, man. Like I've seen so much, cooning on social media. I've seen it, man, all day long these last few days. I'm not hugging no more, man. I'm not hugging nobody. I'm not praying. It hasn't worked. That's foolish of me to feel like my ancestors prayed for hundreds of years. We had ancestors who turned the other cheek, who never took a free breath of air in their life, and who thought that if I turn the other cheek and if I be nice and if I pray and let God work it out, I'm gonna make it. And they never took a free breath of air in their entire life. I'm no better than them. Who am I to feel like I'm better than they are? That God will hear my prayers and not theirs. I'm not doing that, man. We passed that, man. And brothers got at a certain point, man. We can't blame anybody, man. You know what I mean? All this gender war and all that. That's just frustration from the fact that we getting our ass whipped and we don't want to deal with it. We don't want to take it to the real enemy, to the real issue. So we'll take all that pent up energy we have from getting our ass whipped all day and throw it at women and beef with them all day long. That ain't gonna work, man. Like my man Gabe said, man, we gotta stop this, man. We gotta stop this cooning and stop these games, man. The world is watching. Your children are watching. Look, people, look, everybody listening to this, man. Go through your Facebook timeline and start blocking some of these niggas, man.
Man,
You know
say
what I'm
that
saying?
again.
Start blocking them, man. All these friends you got, all these people that you swear down for the cause and all that. Look at how they're moving right now.
It is purging time, family.
Look at how they talking right now. It's time to purge. You know what I mean? If you go to church Sunday and they ain't saying the right things, it might be time to purge, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying not to believe what you want to believe. Believe that book. That book don't say you got to go to that particular church or be up under that particular leadership if it's not suiting you. If it's not suiting your plight as a black person in this country, you don't have to go to that particular church or that mosque or that synagogue or wherever you're going. But this stuff ain't gonna go away, man. It's not. We've sat by and hoped it was gonna go away forever. We swept it under the rug forever. We thought that I'll just go to their school. I'll just sit in the back. I'll be quiet. I'll do this. I'll do that. And hope that one day they'll be nice. How many hidden colors Tariq got to put out, man? You know what I'm saying? How many times? How many books does Dr. Claude Anderson have to write before we get it? How many YouTube videos do you have to watch of Dr. Ben and Dr. John Henry Clark? Most of those guys are up in age. They're about to get out of here soon. Dr. Ben's already gone. Dr. Clark is already gone. Dr. Claude Anderson, I pray for that brother every day, but he's up in his 80s, I think.
84.
84 years old. How many books he got to write? How many times he got to do a YouTube live and tell you the same thing over and over and over again? Group economics, code of conduct, aggregate, own something, control something, operate something, pass it down. How many times he got to tell you? You doing everything else but what he's saying. And then you'll have some of them niggas, well, oh, but we did that already. We did that in Tulsa. Look what happened. I don't give a fuck what happened in Tulsa. It don't make, try
Build
again.
it.
Keep trying. Learn from Tulsa. Figure out what worked, what didn't work, and try it again. Keep going. So you built one. You had one Black Wall Street. I mean, you had one Tulsa, Oklahoma, and because they burned it down, that's it. You can't run. You can't do it, man. We already know what we have to do, man. You just got to put that fear aside and just do it. We all gonna die. You know what I'm saying? No one has escaped death. You're gonna die at some point. You might as well die standing up. You might as well die doing something right. You might as well die, uh, finding a good Black woman if she out there and marrying her and making some babies with her and passing something down to them. You might as well support people and businesses that are owned and operated by people that look like you. Try that. Just try it. See what happens. Then you build your politics up. Then you put certain people in certain positions. Here in the DMV and Prince George's County, Maryland, a lot of the cops here are Black. So a lot of the issues that other people, other places have, we don't necessarily have them here. I'm not saying that they're not racist cops on the police force in this county. I'm sure they are, but there are a lot of brothers who are on the force and they live here. Their kids go to school here. We they know better. They can't act up and then I see them on church in church on Sunday be like, "What's up?" Now you gotta answer for that. You know what I'm saying? They can't run. So you you have to do for self, man. And this brother died. He lost his life. I know I'm rambling. I'm about to pass it off, but this brother lost his life, man. I pray for him. I pray for his family. You know what I mean? I do. And at the end of the day, if we really want to honor this brother, we got to do the right thing. You know what I mean? And the right thing is calling these lame niggas out, calling these cool niggas out, and speaking truth to power to them, and then changing the narrative in our own life first and in our communities. We got to do that. You know what I'm saying? All these people, man, facts. Miss Happy Blessed. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad, man, Marcus Garvey, Noble Drew Ali, Booker T. Washington, all these people, man. The precedent has been set. Do for yourself. You know what I mean? These people they're not going to appeal to your moral pleas for help. They're not. The Democrats aren't going to do it. No one's going to do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. Nobody's going to save you. Leaving this country, going to Eastern Europe and bagging you a Yugoslavian chick, that ain't going to do it either. There's racism everywhere. There's colorism everywhere. I've been to the DR. I've been to Haiti. Ask Haitians how they get treated by Dominicans. You can't run from nothing. You can't run from it. You can't do it. But y'all, man, y'all gotta stop this, man. Y'all gotta stop this. What about black on black crime and all of that, man? It's you gotta stop that. That it's not in your best interest. You you are basically um, a white supremacist in blackface. If you talking like that, that's who you are. You might as well be with them. You might as well get you a robe and put it on if they'll accept you, which you know they won't. But you're no different than them, and that's how we're gonna start treating you, man. That's all I got, G. My fault. I ain't mean to ramble like that.
No, that was perfect, man. Um, I'm gonna wrap up right here. That's why I had Frank on. Frank broke that down eloquently because listen. I'm pissed, man. I'm very, very upset. I'm very, very angry. I am disappointed at how you niggas are reacting to this. Every time something like this happens, social media turns into one big old plantation jubilee. Everybody's bug dancing, everybody's cooning, everybody's sambo shuffling. The banjos are going on in the background. and you dudes are trying to find a position to fit into the dominant society. And I see you. Okay. I see you niggas. I'm no longer blaming black women. This is not black women's fault. Okay. The man is to lead. You complain about these women not wanting to follow you, but when it's time to, put your big boy pants on, and as they say, pull yourself up by the bootstraps and get out here and put in some damn work, you pick up your camera phones and your skinny jeans and you run around recording shit talking about World Star. 1 second, guys.
Yeah, don't take this, man. I'm gonna speak on it. While Gabe does his thing, but don't take this as an opportunity for you to coon it up and get some likes and subs, man. I know it's attractive. You know what I mean? I know it's tempting, but don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Not with this. Don't do that.
Yeah, and that was my next point too, Frank. Appreciate you for getting back in there. Sorry about that, guys. Um, we got a few things going on over here at the house. Um, but yeah, that was my next point. I'm seeing too, and I'm seeing women doing this too, as I alluded to earlier. A lot of folks are using this to get attention, likes, subscribers, things of that nature, and it's absolutely ridiculous. If it wasn't for me being a content creator, I would be off social media right now. It's too much dumb shit going on. I'm just seeing too much attention whoring. Y'all want these white folks to see you. A lot of you niggas that complain about the Don Lemons, y'all want to be Don Lemon. You want to be Gail. Y'all want to get them butter biscuits and them crumbs that they're giving to these folks. You want to be Simone Sanders. You want to sacrifice your big ass body for these racist white supremacists with her middle linebacker built ass. So don't I see you niggas. I see you, and you hoes too. I see you using this as an opportunity to grow your fan base and your likes. You don't give a damn that man gone. You just want attention. Niggas specialize in attention whoring.
Hmm.
You specialize in attention whoring. I'm not doing this broadcast to get likes or pats on the back. In fact, I didn't even want to do it. I just saw too much dumb shit go on. I haven't done a broadcast like this in Lord knows how long. Because again, I try to get away from talking about racism all the time because you niggas don't really want to change. It's just a waste of time.
Hmm.
So, 1 second. So a lot of you niggas got to quit that. Goofy niggas. Um, Also too, ladies, I appreciate the ones. Let me say this.
Hmm.
I want to appreciate the ones who are checking on black men.
Facts.
Shout out to Chantel who
Hmm.
asked the brothers in the defense team how we were doing.
Hmm.
Why you niggas ain't wifed up Chantel? I don't know.
I
She's not
don't
in
get
here
it, man.
live, but I hope she listens to this recording. I don't know why you niggas ain't married. That girl,
Facts.
cute as hell,
I already told you, man. Like I don't know. I mean, that's a winning lottery ticket, man. They won't cash it in,
dude.
but yeah, that was a joy to see yesterday, man. She
Yeah, man,
came
it
as a
was.
team and was like, "Look, man, I just want to check up on y'all." And shout out to Natalie too. I saw Natalie put some stuff out
Yeah,
there,
shout out to Natalie.
out there in California, just saying, "Brothers, look, man, I love y'all. You know what I mean? I support y'all, man. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking about y'all." So
Mm-hmm,
so
mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear that. Sisters are out for self and they don't care and they don't understand. And they all about them and what they can get from a dude and stuff like that, man. There's a lot of sisters out there who really put in that work
Yes.
and support brothers and come rock with us every time we have a live. They're here. They're supporting the
Mhm.
channel. They're sharing, liking all of that. So man, I mean, yeah, we do have a few that kind of get out of pocket sometimes, but I mean, it's too many real ones for me to give them It's too many real ones out there for me to give the fake ones that much attention. I can't do it.
Right, absolutely. I definitely want to say shout out to her and Natalie. I actually had some personal friends just reach out and say, Gabe, I love you.
Hmm.
And that meant the world, man. That meant the world, especially what's going on right now. I can't relate to you niggas always complaining about black women. Because I am surrounded by some really thoughtful, beautiful,
Hmm.
sweet, kind black women.
Yeah, they. I'm telling brothers. Look, man. I've told Gabe this offline a myriad of several times. If I was a single brother, what I mean, I was out here looking to choose or to be chosen. The first place I would look, man, I would look, up under Nicole and that inner beauty movement
Yes.
and that feminine elite and that future wives club. That's where I would be at, man. Those sisters right there. I'm telling you, every time something pop off, what I mean, or something happens, they're the first ones checking up. You know what I mean? I have a chance to I travel a lot, and when I go to places where they are, you know what I mean. When I went to LA for work, late last year, Natalie hit me up. Hey, how you doing? Y'all okay? Are you and your wife okay? Do y'all have some places to eat? You know what I'm saying? What are y'all into? I can give y'all some spots. You know what I'm saying? Um, Chantel did the same thing when I took the family down to Florida. We went on a cruise. Same thing. It was a storm. She was calling like, "Oh my God, Frank, you and your family okay? Y'all make it back safe." Look, man, I don't know what these brothers are experiencing out here, but it's a lot of good, feminine, soft, loving black women out here. I don't know what y'all, who y'all choosing or why you choosing them, but it's some good ones out here, man. No doubt about it.
And I'm gonna start really changing the narrative on that. I don't care if these niggas call me simps. I'm tired of this damn gender war and talking about hoes. Listen, I'm gonna cook hoes.
Hmm.
I have to finish the Doja Cat video. With all this going on, I'll be honest, I just haven't been able to complete it. My mind's been all over the place.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna cook hoes. That's
Right. You got to. Yeah, you got
let's
to
not
do
get it twisted.
that.
Like hoes will be cooked.
Yeah.
Really want to start putting the emphasis on the good sisters. Like I said, like Natalie and Chantel were reaching out just to check on how we were doing. That is someone who really cares.
Hmm.
Not these chicks running around talking about, oh, I gotta get off social media because this is just too much for me.
Hmm. I mean,
I'm talking about chicks out here real deal, like how my men doing?
it's so many. Queen of the South is in here. Miss V. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Angel, man. It's so many, man. Like it's so many, man. I do get it. There are some, we know that there are some undesirables out there, but there's so many sisters, man, who support the cause, who support
Right,
brothers, and we got to do a better job of highlighting them and put them out in the front.
right. You checked on a friend last night, Miss V? Right. Yeah, my when my friend she checked on me, I was like, is she about to tell me something? But no, she was just like, I'm just so sad with everything that's going on, and I just wanted to let you know I love you. That's what a woman's supposed to
It's what
do, though.
we supposed to do. Yeah,
That's what she's supposed to do. That's why I can't really relate to you niggas from these black women.
that's her nature. That's who she is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
nature. Goofy niggas, man, y'all kill me. As soon as this shit popped off, here you go. Come, where the black women? They ain't supporting this. Ooh, they talking. They said they glad he gone. Cause he married to a white. He was engaged to a white woman. None of the women I've been around have said one thing about him being engaged to a white woman.
in fact,
Not one.
it don't matter. It doesn't matter.
Who gives a shit? So
You think the cops would have got off his neck if he said, "Hey, look, man, stop. I'm engaged to a white woman." Think
get
they
it
would have stopped?
faster.
No, no, they would have did it faster.
Get it faster. Probably would have shot him. So we just come on, man. The reason black men respond to racism in such a weak way is because black men are two things. They are scared and they are comfortable. They are scared to die for freedom
Hmm.
and they are comfortable with the crumbs white supremacy gives them. They're comfortable with rims.
Hmm.
They're comfortable with video game systems. They're comfortable with black folks being killed in the street like dogs every other month. They are comfortable. They want to stay on the plantation. These are house niggas.
Hmm.
They want to stay asleep. They want to stay blind. They don't want true freedom. And that has got to stop. And ladies, y'all stop giving these men that respond in such a weak and negative way. Stop giving them ass. Y'all need to stop dealing with these weak ass niggas.
Ladies,
These dudes.
this is a great way to vet people, man, in
Mhm.
your life. When
Yes.
y'all, you know what I mean,
Yes.
when y'all go on a date, or you or y'all have y'all little Zoom date tonight, you ask him about this. You ask him what he think, about it. You know what I mean? If he start talking that, well, what about black on black crime and all? If he start doing that,
Yeah.
he ain't it. He's not
That's
the
not.
one. He's not it.
Yeah, and I've been seeing dudes that do that. There's a special place in hell for niggas that run around talking about what about black on black crime, black, especially black men. You are
Mhm.
a weak ass nigga. What about black on black crime? Most of them are prosecuted.
Right.
These white cops get off scot free and run on about their way. They get a retire. They get to kill a black man. They get out of jail and they get a retirement plan from the millions of dollars other white supremacists donate to their GoFundmes. Do you know how many of your neighbors, your white neighbors that shake your hand and skin and grin in your face every day, donate to these GoFundmes?
Facts. Y'all sitting out here. People were shocked that Trump got elected. You know what I'm saying? Who you think voted for him? It was your neighbor. It was your coworker. It was the one that liked to hang out with y'all, and who loves Chris Brown. It was her. She did it. It was yeah,
The same white folks that are online right now complaining about Donald Trump will be the same ones in the voting booth voting for him and putting him in office.
facts.
Why do you think they tell you not to discuss politics? These folks will complain about Donald Trump and tell you they're voting for Biden. They get in that damn booth and it goes down.
Red, 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 red. Republican, all the way down.
They vote for their best interests. White folks are not going to dismantle the system of white supremacy, like my brother Frank said. They're just not. In fact, they're going to vote for their best interests. They know that Donald Trump is in their best interest. He's going to uphold the system of white supremacy.
Right.
So he's going to win again in 2020. Mark my words. So you niggas sitting up talking about we got to get him out of office. He ain't going nowhere, goofy nigga. He's going to win again. Because unlike you, dumbass nigga, white people understand power and influence.
Hmm.
And they understand in order to stay in power and to continue to be influential, they have to have a leader or someone in power to perpetuate and uphold that system.
Hmm.
They don't need anybody in office that's going to dismantle it. So as their numbers dwindle, they can continue to remain in power.
Right.
Only Negroes don't understand that. Only black folks don't understand that. So he's going to win again. I know you black folks. I've been seeing so much dumbassery online this week, sitting up talking about some, the lesser to evil argument. And I mean, and these are niggas that scored like a 15 on the ACT, by
Hmm.
the way. Let me just put that out there. These same niggas that are like political gurus and op-ed commentators and editorial writers. These are the same niggas that got a 15 on the ACT, and they have the IQ of a damn doorknob. These are the same folks trying to give you political commentary.
Biden is the same guy. I mean, think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, both of them are racist. Both of them right now have sexual allegations against them. They're the same damn guy. Nobody. This whole lesser of two evil. Look, if you give me an option and say, look, Frank, you can either get shot in your chest or in the head. That's not an option. I don't have an option. I'm
We'll
going to
die
die.
either way.
I'm going to die. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna feel it straight in the chest, straight in the head. I'm dead before I hit the ground. Okay, it doesn't make a difference. That's not a choice.
So, ladies, y'all watch niggas that are like that too. A lot of these dudes, they are weak when racism and these incidents pop off because they are comfortable. They're not strong, they are weak. And if black people want to have a chance, I'm not saying you got to go out here and be warrior of the century, but war is fought on many different levels, as Frank said. Wars are fight financially, politically, physically, hell, even spiritually.
Hmm.
They're fought on different fronts. If the white supremacists, they can't dominate these athletes on the court, right? So they dominate them in contract negotiations. They dominate them when they do something they don't like, they can kick them out the league. And they can dominate you on the street when they pull you over and shoot you and get off. They dominate you in the court system. They dominate you in the jails. They dominate your kids in the school system, on the college campuses. There are some white supremacists fighting a war. They don't even have guns. They ain't got no guns. But she's on the city council. She's the judge in your city. She teaches your school kids. She's trying to put your black ass son in special ed.
Hmm.
That's war. He's the smartest kid in the class. She wants to put ADHD on him to ruin him for life. That's how a war is fought. Yeah, sure, rioting is a part of that. But we're getting our ass kicked on all fronts. Falsely accusing black men of rape, that's a war. And then when you come forward and say, well, it was a lie, he spent 20 years of his life in jail. It was a lie. Oh, well, we won't throw you in jail. We'll let him out and we'll give him 250 grand to go on about his life. He's been in jail damn near all his life. You lied on him. Okay, well, we'll let him out. We'll give him $250,000 and not you for lying. Don't do it again. That's war.
And black people, please, if you do one thing, if you can do one thing for me, when these incidents happen, don't get on the camera
Oh, yeah.
and start talking about I forgive them,
Yes.
and we should forgive, and and God loves everybody. Don't do that, man.
Please don't.
Like that brother in New York, in Central Park, the lady called the cops on him, or she
Yeah.
tried to, and then as soon as he could, the first time they put a mic in his face and turned the camera on, he's talking about, I don't want anything to happen to. Listen, man, I understand that a lot of us are religious, a lot of us are spiritual people, and we believe in the power of forgiveness. I get that. Okay, your forgiveness is between you and your creator. You don't have to tell the whole world that. That's between you and whatever God you serve. You know what I mean? Because what you're doing is, I get it. Look, you forgive and all of that, and that's freeing you from the pain and all of that, in your mind. I understand what you're saying. But when you do that, you're setting a bad precedent. How can a judge, how can 12 jurors convict somebody and give them the maximum sentence for what they did, when every time they turn around, every time they see you in the paper or read about you in the paper, see you on TV, you're talking about, I forgive them. I've already prayed for them. You don't see anybody else moving like that. You don't see America didn't say we pray for Osama bin Laden. They didn't say we forgive the Taliban. No,
They
are
got
they
after
people?
ass.
They got up. They got up in them. And even the ones who did, who might say, look, I do forgive, and it was wrong, and it was a spiritual thing or whatever. Even the ones who did forgive him, they're not getting on camera telling everybody about it.
That's right, Frank.
They're not doing it. You keep that to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you're setting a bad precedent all across the board. They're doing this stuff, and they're just testing the water, because they don't even ask certain people this. Show me a time where you saw a white victim get asked if they forgive the person who murdered their father or who raped their sister. How many times have you seen them even ask that question? They don't even bring it to them like that.
Sure
So,
don't.
and they're going to do it. They're going to test the water with you. They're going to get that brother's family out here. Watch what I tell you. Just sure as my name is Frank. They're gonna come out here. They're gonna say, look, well, what do you think about the cop? Or do you forgive the officers who did this to you? And I don't care if you forgive them or not. If you do forgive them, you say, look, whatever I do, however I feel about that individual, that's between me and that's between me and my creator. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let the criminal justice system run its course. You know what I'm saying? You don't even speak on nothing like that. Don't say nothing about it. If you're gonna get up there and forgive them and want to hug them in court, in open court and all that mess, you're messing it up, man. You're putting people who you're putting other people at risk when you do that.
Absolutely, absolutely, brother. Very well said. And I was gonna touch on that. I'm glad you brought that up. I ain't hugging nobody.
Nah,
Ain't no hugging, bro.
I told my wife, I said, look, if somebody get me up out of here, if some white supremacist, a police officer, kills me, routine traffic stop, whatever, they get me up out of here. If I, you don't get on no camera and say you forgive nobody. That's my wish. You know what I'm saying? That's my parting wish. You know what I'm saying? Outside of all the, the money and resources that I'm gonna leave to you and the kids, my last request is that you don't get on anybody's camera. I don't care where it's at. I don't care if it's at church. I don't care if it's on CNN, MSNBC, whatever. You do not get on that camera and say that you forgive the people who killed me.
Absolutely.
You don't. Please don't do that. Don't do
Listen, if I told my mom, my brother, don't do that. Don't y'all tear this bitch up. If I get got by one of these white supremacists, if you get on here talking about some you forgive, I'm gonna come hunt your ass. I'm gonna be in the house
that.
knocking shit over, opening cabinets, or
Facts.
put your ass down the stairs.
I'm gonna haunt this whole house straight up.
Light this bitch up. And going, my soul ain't gonna rest until I get justice. Goddamn it.
Mm-mm.
Queen of the South says he had been on the force. Yes, he's been on the force 19 years, and in
19.
those 19 years, he had 12,
Yeah, he had 18. I read
18
18. He had
complaints.
18 complaints.
18 complaints. He sure did, Frank.
He
Thank
had
you
a
for
one. He had
18.
a one complaint a year average
Yep,
almost.
sure did. Sure did. And what they do is they bounce from one police department to the other to avoid getting fired. They do that a lot too. So,
Yeah,
um, that's all I have. I had to get this off my chest. I've been seeing too many black men and the way they were reacting, it was pathetic. And I expect celebrities to react in a really pathetic way. Little Wayne breaking news, he just said that it's black folks' fault the man died because of how he's being a coon and a Sambo. I mean, he's just trying to stay relevant.
right.
Since Currency stopped writing all his rhymes, he's fallen off. So the nigga's trying to stay relevant. Fuck him. And I don't really like I said, I don't focus on the celebrities because again, I expect them to coon. They want to check. But you know you regular niggas, you really
Mm,
ought to be shamed. Women are looking for us to lead. They are looking to follow our guidance. We need to take the community back, and part of taking that community back is demanding justice for our fallen brothers and sisters that have failed um, at death's door for no reason. Gregory Floyd should still be here. He is not, so it is our job to get justice for him. And if you don't want to do that, then fuck you. My channel is not the place you want to be. Um, Before I get out of here, Frank, you have any last words for the people, man? This was a great show, man. We chopped it up. This was good. I can get this off my chest.
yeah, yeah,
Party.
it's all good. I was even before we talked, I had thought about doing something. So I'm glad that we always on the same page. So that was
Right.
dope. You come and tag team it, and I would just say, man, check me out. Views from the man cave. Slide over. Watch some vids, see where I'm at. If you like it, like us and subscribe to the channel. Me and Gabe, man, this is family. We're brothers out here, and so just come through, man. Support, man. We got a lot of content coming up in the future.
Yes.
A lot of dope things we're working on and stuff like that. So just check us out, man, and have this conversation. Have this conversation with your family, man. I actually talked to my kids about it, and because I was watching the news and my daughter, she came and sat with me and we talked about it, and she said, "Daddy, I thought Martin Luther King solved this." You know
Mm,
what I mean? And 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 I had to, man, I didn't really know what to say, what I mean, but
Heavy.
but we talked, man. We talked. I had a, we had a real conversation. She's only eight. She's only eight, 8 years old. But I feel like it's my responsibility as her father to prepare her for the world that she's living in. You know what I mean? I'm not doing my job as a father if I don't do that.
Right.
Um, so so that's all I got, man. And I'm gonna let my man Gabe do his thing.
Shout out to Frank. Y'all go subscribe to his channel if you have not. View from the Man Cave. Great content over there. Um, as far as Ultimate Black Man is concerned, of course, you can donate here at cashapp.me. Cash App $ Ultimate Black Man. You can also do it here at PayPal.me/Ultimate Black Man. Of course, it's not mandatory. It's just something nice if you like to donate and support. That's one way you can. I do have a Patreon. I'll start putting that information up here too. So you guys can contribute there. Also, we have a website, ultimateblackmanradio.com. I have t-shirts and hoodies there. So if you'd like, you can go there and buy a t-shirt or a hoodie just so you can support us. We definitely appreciate that. Um, Shout out to everyone listening, all the feminine elite, all the men that are listening. Yeah, I cussed a lot today. I'm gonna try to go back to being a gentleman tomorrow. But I was pissed. I was really pissed. And seeing dudes still talk about why are you blaming the men? What about the women? That's just so moist for me. That's just too moist to me. You're welcome, Vaughn. Thank you for being here and subscribing. I appreciate it. It's just moist. It's just weak to me. Black men as a collective are weak. We have to get up out of that.
Hmm.
We have got to get up out of that. And we have to show strength in the time of a crisis. Black men are strong. We need to begin to act like that, okay? We need to begin to show strength in the face of oppression and in the face of crises. And if we do that, the women will fall in line and they will cooperate as well. God bless you all, Ashe. Um, and we will check you out next time. Be on the lookout for some content dropping this weekend. It should be pretty good. But again, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.